Wednesday night, it is Elite League night. It's round 10 from Silverstone, and what has been so far a quite extraordinary season. No driver has won more than 2 races so far this season. I'm joined by Browner and by Fissy a bit later on, about 8 o'clock he'll be joining us. But Browner, how are you, mate?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good, great, you can join us. Home Grand Prix for many of these drivers. For you, how does this track go? Do you enjoy this track?
I love this track. It's quite a technical track. It's not my one. Well, I don't know. It's not my favourite one out there, but I always seem to do quite well around here.
Yeah, you're right. It's a very, very technical track. But plenty of chance to overtake around here. One of the quicker tracks on the grid as well. One of the top 4, top 5 of the quickest tracks. Overtaking chances around here, Browner. Where's the best places to get those overtakes done?
Me personally, I can see a lot of overtakes happening coming out of Maggots and Beckett's. A good exit out of that corner, and yeah, you're right. So if you can get the exit right, especially because it's a high tyre wear track around here, and if your tyres aren't up to scratch, you can be definitely vulnerable down Hanger Straight. And of course, going into Wellington Straight as well with the DRS zone, that's another big overtaking zone as well. So we are we have all the drivers, 17. Unfortunately, not that bad as not being able to make it this week. And who else are we missing this week? Oh, of course, Jacob. Jacob, the fastest man in time trial in the world around this track. And he's on holiday. And he's won the last... Go on, mate. I just wanted to stop you there because I've just been on time trial. He's been dropped to second already.
Oh, he's dropped to second? He's down to second and he's missing tonight. He's on holiday. The man who has won the last 2 races has put himself right in that incredible championship battle. And unfortunately, he is missing tonight, which opens the door for everybody else because he would have been hot favourite. He won here last year as well, but the championship is close. Your returns. Also, Flying Soz, as you can see there, is returning for the first time in a few races, but Yor is back. He returns, leading the championship by 2 points ahead of Jamie 1. Then Jacob is third, just 17 points behind. Of course, no, sorry, Slim won the last race. Jacob has won 2 races this season, but Slim won the last one, his first race win in nearly 2 seasons, and he is now 4th in the championship, just 36 points back. Dan Murphy having a fantastic season in 5th. 39 points to drift. TTG Navy is 6th, 45 points away. And Jonathan Cox as well. Only 50 points off the top in 7th. And a very close midfield battle behind as well, which we'll get to shortly. But from Brown, from what you've seen so far this season, what do you make of the season as we approach the halfway point now?
It's more... I don't know, I don't want to be horrible to our lot, but I think this one's more exciting when it comes to who's going to finish first, because
it's more unpredictable.
Yeah, very, very much so. Obviously the gap here is a lot closer than it is in our league, so it makes for exciting racing.
Yeah, absolutely. I said no drivers won more than 2 races this season. We have had 15 different podium places. And that's still without the likes of Crazy Pappy on the podium yet. He's probably one of the biggest emissions so far. RU Racing is more than capable as well if he can get a good race in. So there's plenty of other drivers out there who can get on the podium. Of course, you may see a couple of Super League drivers in there. We have Builter Matt and the Scotsman Roscoe. Usually in the Super League, at the top of the Super League. Of course, Roscoe won the last race in the Super League in Austria. So, no, he didn't. He has won a race this season, hasn't he, Roscoe? I don't think he won the last one. No, T-Slam won the last one, but Roscoe has won a race this season in Super League. Matt's had a few poles in the Super League, and they are trying their hand tonight as a one-off in the Elite League. So it'll be interesting to see how you've raced with them, of course, Browner this season. How do you think Roscoe and Matt are going to fare?
I reckon they'll do quite well, to be fair. You know, I mean, when Roscoe's on form, you know what I mean, he's an absolute nightmare to try and keep up with. As goes for Matt. Matt hasn't really done much in the sense of putting a foot wrong this season, so I mean, I'm hoping to see him definitely go into Q2, maybe
Maybe a low entry Q3 would be nice to see.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. It'd be an incredible achievement. I'm expecting qualifying. Qualifying last week was incredibly close, and I'm expecting the same again today. Lucas will have a Q2 ban for his incidents in Austria, so he can qualify now. There's 17. Hopefully not that bad. Will join us for the race a bit later. But we have 17 in qualifying. Lucas can get through this session, but he cannot get through past that, as Slim's going to be the first man to do a flying lap as he comes on this little tricky technical part at the end of the track here, down a very short start finish straight. The weather looks pretty overcast so far. Brad, if you want to keep an eye, can you keep an eye on the comments on YouTube just while I post the links out, see what's been said?
I can do. I'm not actually prepared to do that at the moment.
That's
I will
why
get my laptop out.
I thought I'd caught you off guard. I'm just trying to post the link out onto social media as we watch Slim complete Sector 1. Down the Wellington straight he goes. DRS wide open. Soft tyres for Slim.
Was actually the first driver out. But he's just invalidated his lap anyway.
Oh, the Blaz. I think, yeah, it's Blaz back this weekend, of course. Great to see Blaz back in the Williams. Of course, the Constructors' Championship. I'll go through it shortly, but 5 teams are separated by 15 points in the Constructors. You can't get much closer than that, as Slim is about to come through the infamous Maggots and Beckett's, and there he goes, a lovely onboard shot as well as he hits the apexes. Beautiful, get on the gas as early as possible. You want the best possible run down the hanger straight. Beautiful shot there into Stowe corner where Schumacher famously broke his legs back in 1999. Slim takes a very wide and invalidates his lap, in fact, a very wide exit out of Stowe, and abandons it and decides to pit in. So Slim messed up his lap very late on. Then let's go on board then with Bill and Matt. There he is, his first ever appearance in the Elite League. Roscoe's still in the pit, so let's see how he gets on, racing in number 25. I notice same number as Jonathan Cox, and former number. I thought that number was retired. So Matt on his out lap, building up for his big lap now. Have you got you've got the comments up and running, Browner?
I have. They're giving me a little bit of a chuckle at the moment. Obviously, we've got
What's been said there?
We've got the usual Jonathan Cox. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Jonathan. Pleased to get the first podium out last time. Time to take momentum into Silverstone. Again, congratulations there. A great result. Matt Bilton seems to be happy that it says dry. And Lennon, wish I wouldn't get hit and could have a clean race.
Yeah, Lennon's been pretty unlucky. Yeah, Lennon was actually rear-ended in Austria. What a shame, because he qualified so well. Qualified in the top 4, and unfortunately a terrible start he made, which is unusual for Lennon. He's usually a hot starter, but he went backwards and got caught up in the drama in turn 3 as Bilton Matt really attacking the first sector there. Here he goes, his first ever lap in Elite League is right now. TTG Navy has topped the timesheets ahead of Lucas and Blaz. Navy with a 27.1, a good time there from Navy. As one of the Renaults has gone. In fact, what I think one of the Toro Rossos has gone off. It's BP. BP's been off at Beckett's. Just recovering now. Has he got damage? Has he had? There was a Renault involved as well. Yours there as well. Has he been involved in an accident? I'm trying to see his front wing. His lap's obviously invalidated. No, he's got no damage, thankfully for him. No damage, so a bit of trouble there for BP, who lost it in Maggots and Beckett's championship leader. You're in the Renault right behind him as well, as BP pits back on board then with Bilton Matt, who is just coming down to finish sector 2 right now. Here he comes down to Stowe corner. Slimbo out again, trying to lap. All the drivers on soft tyres at the moment, and Matt takes a very wide berth as well, but doesn't invalidate, unlike Slim. So he will be a complete lap from Matt. Complete Matt. And someone's binned it on the exit of Stowe. Someone's in the wall on hanger straight as Matt goes at 21.1. Let me try and find who that was. It's not Jamie. Is it Blaz?
There's quite a few issues around there. I just see a red marker come off around there as well.
It was Blaz. Blaz pinned it. on his outlap as well, or his inlap, sorry, coming into the pit. So he's made a mistake as well. So drivers starting to struggle around the Maggots and Beckett. So absolutely want to keep an eye on there. So Blaz is just ahead of Matt. Matt fifth, and the other rookie, the other Super League driver, Roscoe, out there as well. So let's go on board with Roscoe. The Scottish driver has one win to his name in the Super League so far this season. Second or third, I think third in the championship. Back in his McLaren. He has been in McLaren for, I think, at least 5 seasons in the Super League. He feels at home, and he's teammates with Slim. Of course, they used to be teammates way back in the day in Super League, and they're reunited again as Are You Racing? The former Super League driver goes up to second, Crazy Power in third, but we are on board with Roscoe. Oh, he's gone as well! He's gone as well! Roscoe's gone as well! Everyone is having a terrible time down at Beckett's. Roscoe recovers to the track. What is going on down there? Did you see it? Did you see what happened there, Browner?
I did. They just seemed to lose it. It's going to be interesting.
We were on.
Needs to rub her in.
Yeah, definitely. Very, very green track. I agree. We were on board. We had a slightly dodgy camera angle, so I couldn't quite see what happened. But Roscoe, will he shake down and go again? I think he will. So another Victor Beckett. Slimbo goes fastest after his first win of the season. Last time out in Austria, he is top of the timesheets. Wow, your championship leader third, but Slimbo and Navy could do with wins. Jacob missing. They can take advantage and close in on your. Where is Jamie? Jamie hasn't done the time. In fact, he's still in the pits. The flags are busy today so far. More than I expected, Branner.
Yes, it's been quite chaotic, to be fair.
Yeah, it's been more entertaining Q1 than I imagined. And Roscoe's done a purple first sector. So let's keep an eye on this. He's about to come up behind his teammate Slim, who'll be on an in-lap. Slim the timesheet. So coming over down to the old start. Somebody else has gone off at Beckett's, or it's an Alpha. In fact, it's an Alpha. I think it's an Alpha getting out of the way. So down into Cop's corner, the infamous Cop's corner. So he's to invalidate here as well and run it wide. Roscoe giving it a very wide berth though. The exit now. Can he get it right this time? A little bit more cautious. Great camera angle there as he attacks. Well, that was Slim. Here comes Roscoe. Lovely attacking Maggots and Beckett's. There's a Renault off at the last turn. I think it's your. All going on. Slim's going to get out of the way of Roscoe. Roscoe can complete this lap. Round Stowe corner he goes. Again, a little bit wide. Driver struggling around the exit of Stowe as well. Slim picks them back around. A great photo shot of the two McLarens. Then car number 84 is Roscoe in his home race. Round the final corner. Roscoe puts himself 10th with a 29.0. Yeah, I think the second half of that lap looked very scrappy, and I think his tyres were starting to scream towards the end of that.
I think I found out what happened to Yor as well. I think he just backed out of it so he could start a flying lap.
Ah, okay, right. Yeah, because he's in a purple first sector, so you're saving his tyres and energy. You're half a second adrift to Slim. Slim and TTG Navy have got a nice little gap. Jonathan Cox there in 5th place. He got his first podium last time out. A lot of traffic out there still. Matt also back out there again. What the comments there on YouTube? On YouTube.
Just having a quick read through now. We've got T Sammy saying, hello commentators, go Super League boys, Matt and Ross. Show them what we've got. Who knows anymore? I'm guessing that's
it's Deneen. You don't
Roscoe.
Read no, who knows anymore is Deneen. We don't.
Oh, is he?
If he's not saying anything good, we don't really mention him.
Okay, well that's it then.
So your improves to third. You've got Mercedes. I think I'm not sure who it was, but slightly just. Oh, and you made a mistake and he's gone off. Oh, and have just avoided having a huge accident. So you're caught the grass on the exit of turn 1. It's only a little bit of grasp, and then he went straight into the Haas of Vittino coming out the pits. Now we've got Dan Murphy going slow as well. He's invalidated his lap. This is a pretty action-packed Q1 so far. Still, Flying Souls yet to do a competitive time. Vittino, BP, Jamie, Knowlesy, Lennon, all yet to do a time as well. So they're about to go now. Let's go on board with Jamie 1. In fact, he's invalidated his time. And the man second in the championship, just 2 points behind Yor, is struggling out there in Q1. So let's go on board with Builter Matt again. So here we go. So he's on his flyer, I think. Yes, he is on a flyer as he comes through Maggots and Beckett's now. Again, a beautiful shot. There goes Bettino. There goes Matt. Somebody else is off at Beckett's. It's a Toro Rosso. It's Dan Murphy. I think Dan Murphy, in fact, getting out of the way. Matt's on a purple middle sector, so hold on to your hats here. This could be a fantastic time for Matt. He's got a bit of traffic ahead of him. I think that's Bettino. Bettino on his outlet. Well done, Bettino. In fact, Matt Pitts. Matt Pitts. And of course, Matt and Roscoe not quite used to the new pit assist being off, so they've got to get slowed down for that that pit lane line. Blad's did a good job there in 6th place, so hopefully they won't pick up penalties in the race because it can catch many out. Welcome return for Flying Saws. He's been on holiday, he's missed a few races, but the Greek driver is back. He's won a race this season. I would not rule Flying Saws out of a championship question just yet. Looks like he's in the middle on his middle sector now, coming through Maggots and Beckett's again. I love this shot as he comes through Maggots. Look at that, beautiful.
It's a beautiful shot.
Seeing the car change direction like that, it's even better in person. If you ever get a chance to go to Silverstone, definitely stand at Maggots and Beckett's. Watching the cars go through there is truly something special as Flying Saws comes down to Stowe Corner to finish his lap. He is currently 5.5 seconds adrift, so he needs a big improvement here.
He did go purple through sector 2 according to the track back, Matt.
Yes, this would be interesting.
So
and
this is going to be quick.
Wow, and goes 8th, and from Jonathan Cox in 5th, Blaz 7th, Crazy Power 8th, 7th, and Flying Stars 8th are all separated by less than a 10th. 5th to 8th, in fact 5th to 9th, separated by less than a 10th of a second. Wow. That is...
I think this is going to be a busy, like, last 4 minutes.
Yes, it certainly is. I think we're in for an action pack as Bettino taking a very unusual line into the final sector here. Where can Bettino put himself? Who are we going to lose in Q1? 4 minutes to go. Bettino only goes 12th. He'll have to go again. Knowlesy 13th. Pushes the 2 Super League boys down there still in the pits at the moment. BP struggling around here. BP went well here last year. In fact, I think BP got a podium run here last season. And a little bit late on the gas coming out of Beckett's. Lennon yet to do a time as well. BP has had a few goes at this and has invalidated his time, so he'll be eager to get himself on the board. The 4 championship contenders are all in the top 4. That is a great sight. What can BP do? Can he get himself into Q2? Just needs a nice solid lap. BP goes 5th place. There you go. And the track is rubbering in. That's a great time from the Dutchman. So Roscoe heading out now. Dan Murphy heading out as well. The final runs are about to start. 3 minutes to go. We're in for an action-packed final minutes of this qualifying one. That's Bettino's. Bettino's on an in-lap. So
Harry is just messaged in the comments saying Matt needs to find half a second.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I don't think he does. Matt's through as it stands. Yeah, he needs to find half a second. He would put himself nicely into 12th, but he's currently through. Roscoe needs to find a big chunk of time. Of course, he made a mistake in his first lap. So Roscoe is out there now. He's giving himself time to do possibly 2 flyers if one goes wrong. So the Super League boys, these boys are at the front of the Super League. They are not used to this. Under pressure in Q1. Who are you calling dropping out this one, Browner?
I don't want to say it on here.
Oh no. Well, let's. Oh, as Knowlesy's done. So Roscoe can just find 8 attempts. Knowlesy's done.
That Lennon wants to get out now, otherwise he's going to be in a bit of a situation.
Yeah, Lennon, I think he's out, and he is out now. He's heard you. He's out there now as here comes Roscoe to start his flyer. Matt out there as well. Bettino in the pits. Now he needs to get out there ASAP, otherwise he is definitely under pressure. Dan Murphy should be safe. Lucas is going back out there. And Roscoe's still invalidated. Oh no! So Roscoe has invalidated this lap and the next lap. So that's a massive pressure for the Scotsman, who I don't think is going to get round in time. I think Roscoe's out. Oh, and the Scotsman may have to start at the back. This is awful news. The map is still red. He must have cut the last corner. So Matt is about to start his flying lap now then. Lennon out there as well, not too far behind as a mistake. There's Jonathan Cox off the road, in fact. At Beckett's again. So here comes Matt now to start his fly. Roscoe is racing to get round in time for another lap and try and get out of Q1. So here goes Bill to Matt. He's had 3 pole positions in Super League so far this season. 15th currently. He's through as it is. If he can just find less, well, 100ths of a second, he'll be up to 14th place. Do you think he's going to do it, Browner?
I reckon he's definitely got it in him to get at least another 2 or 3 tenths up on his time.
Flying Soz is done. Of course, Flying Soz there in 10th place. Incredibly close. Dan Murphy also done as well. Incredibly close. In the midfield, Matt now coming through Luffield. Out of Luffield it goes on to the old National Straight. Roscoe has got round in time just. He left that late, so we'll keep an eye on Roscoe. Matt now coming up towards Maggots and Beckett's. What can Matt do here? Can he improve? I'm waiting for that second sector time now as he beautifully navigates himself through Beckett's. Hit the apexes, right on the gas early, and he's 2 tenths up. As it stands, he will go through. 2 tenths might put him ahead of Vittino. Lucas jumps to 3rd place. Great effort there by the Ferrari driver. Oh, Matt running a little bit wide, coming out of Stowe. Can he get it right into the final? Little chicane here, it's tricky off camber. Easy to lose the rear end. Matt's got a nice balanced car there. Round the last corner, over the line, and up to 12th place. Great effort.
I think he needs to thank Lady Luck for that.
Yep, yeah, it certainly does. Matt there in 12th place. Unusual to see Matt, you know, at the front of the timesheets usually, but there he is in the midfield. A new adventure for Roscoe and Matt here. Now, what can Lennon do? Lennon hasn't done a time yet, about to complete now. Lennon goes 3rd fastest. And Roscoe is improving by half a second. I don't think that'll be enough. He's got to find a second nearly. So I don't think Roscoe's got enough. He's probably down on hers. What can the Scotsman do? Can he knock Vittino out of Q2? The answer is no. Roscoe's out, 17th. Wow. Well, it's a long race. It's not won and lost in qualifying, but there is your Q1 results. Slimbo from TTG Navy from Lennon. Great lap there by Lennon. That track really did rubber in. Great time from Lucas from your championship leader. Ahead of Jamie. The 2 championship rivals are just separated by 200ths of a second. Jonathan Cox, great lap there in 7th. Good result for RU Racing there in Q1, 8th. BP Knight, Blaz, they're so close these times. Crazy Power Flying Soz, Matt there in 13th. Dan Murphy, Vittino, and sadly we lose Knowlesy and Roscoe. Roscoe quite a way off, but again he was on a 2nd lap and was didn't have the best of his tyres or hers, sadly. But long race. I spoke to Ross earlier. He just wants to finish, so he will no doubt do that if he has a nice clean race.
He's just actually commented at us on the YouTube. I got 2 laps invalidated for letting 2 cars through. Gutted, so my tyres were done trying to make it.
That's a shit. Yeah, it looked like Ross had some.
It was a good effort.
It was a good effort. Yeah, it was like he got caught out by some horrible Codemaster evilness. Which was a real shame for Ross, because he could have definitely been in the mix for Q2. But here we are. Lucas has a Q2 ban, so we'll only lose 4 drivers for this one. And Slim is out on the medium tyres. I was going to say strategy could play a big part in this. BP and Yor did come together. Looks like BP and Yor did come together in Q1. A little bit of Aggie in chat.
Quite a few softs out there for early doors.
So who we got then? Let's get the tyres options up. So fitted. So Dan Murphy out there on the softs going early. That's an interesting move. Dan Murphy does like to go against the grain with strategy. In fact, he's the first man out. Let's give him the TV time. There is Dan Murphy having a fantastic season. 5th in the championship. For a man who made his debut at this race last season. It was his first Elite League race. How he has come on incredibly well. And he is currently 5th in the championship. Like I said, right in the championship mix. You can't rule him out. He's there by merit as well. And he is the first man on the soft tyres, which I reckon he may go mediums late on and try and get through. So Tim says hi. Hi Tim. So Ross Black, yeah, just saying there. What a shame for Ross. So interesting. Who do you reckon's going to get pole, guys? Guys watching, Slimbo looks in fine form after his win. The monkey is off the back, as they say, for Slim. As Lucas, of course, has a Q-ban. He will be taking no part. He'll start 15th. We're going to lose 4, and I'm glad to say, we are joined by Fissy. As Dan Murphy starts his flyer. Fissy, how are you, mate?
Very well, thank you. Yeah, I can't join the session, though, which is annoying.
Oh. Why?
Yeah.
What's it saying?
I failed to join sessions. Simple as that.
Let me try and get one of the guys. Let me try and get Matt to invite you in. Matt's not out. Yeah, Matt is out on track. Roscoe might be able to invite you.
Yeah, I was going to say probably.
Roscoe's out in Q1. Dramatic Q1. A lot of drivers struggling in Beckett's. We had quite a few spins and a few incidents. Sadly, we've lost Knowlesy and Roscoe in Q1.
Sorry, I was yawning. Yeah, I did see it. I did catch a bit of it on the YouTube feed, but once again, my F1 game isn't connecting, which is really bugging me.
I just asked Roscoe to try and get you in here, buddy. Hopefully, someone listening. Everyone. Oh, and it's gone! It's gone! Murphy's got it out! Oh, big crash! And that was at the entrance to Maggots. His car, his wheel stuck underneath his. No, Lucas is already out. Thankfully, Lucas had already retired. He's got a Q-ban. But Dan Murphy with a massive shunt on the entrance to Maggots. And the man who, well, we were just saying what a season this man is having. And he has put it in the wall in a big way. I'm not sure what happened. Did you see what happened there, Browner?
I didn't actually. I had my head down looking at the comments, and
it was the same. Looked up and Murphy was heading to the scene of the accident, and that is a disaster for Dan. And he was on soft tyres as well.
Did he take too much curb?
I'm wondering if he did.
On the second, yeah, and it unsettled the front of the car and spun him out. He tried to correct it, and I think it's just sent him straight into the barriers, which is unfortunate. So
what a real shame. I think Roscoe sent you an invite, Fissy. Oh, he doesn't have the option to. Of course, he's out. Right, that's going well. Let me oh, Dan Murphy's out. Oh, in fact, Dan Murphy apologising to BP. Of course, they're teammates. Let me put a little thing in chat. As Matt goes 3rd, 7/10 off Slim. Not a bad effort, actually, especially on the medium tyres there. As we join the Belgian driver, RU Racing. A driver who has had just nothing go his way. 4th place in Australia, no points since then. A perennially brilliant qualifier, just hasn't done it in the race. What can he do here? This man needs a good bit of luck. Not that bad, was outstanding. His teammate in the last race, sadly, he's stuck in traffic and can't join. So RU Racing crosses the line now and goes 2nd quickest, and only just off Slim. And has RU Racing himself with a chance of his first ever pole? That would be a shock. Just putting it out in chat there. So Flying Soz has invalidated his first lap, so he's going around again. Crazy Power out there as well. Bettino, BP on soft tyres. Yellow flags out there again. Browner, who do you think we're going to lose in this session? Obviously, we lost Dan Murphy and Lucas, so 3 more to go.
I reckon, mate. I don't want to say Matt, you know what I mean? Because I want Matt to do really well here, but I'm going to go Matt and BP.
BP. Interesting, because BP's out on soft tyres as well. So BP, Brown is tipping. Flying Sauce has done a fantastic lap to put himself fastest. Now, Flying Sauce has had a pole position this season as well, as Blaz improves up to 5th. There's a force injury off the track there as well. What about Crazy Power, the Italian driver? 6 podiums last season for Crazy Power, not one yet this season. Just hasn't quite got to grips with that Renault car this season. Bettino also out there. I think we're going to lose Bettino. And I think Matt may go. Though Matt may go on the soft tyres. I wonder if Matt will go on the softs and have a little gamble and try and get out of qualifying. Fitzy, have you managed to connect?
It just says joining session, please wait. Error, failed to join the session.
What is going on there?
Seem to be having some issues, mate, so I think I'm going to say my goodbyes. I don't think I'm going to be on tonight, because I'm watching delayed coverage on YouTube, so...
Let me just see if someone else can send you one more.
Problem last week.
It just seems to be like, when I started the Formula 1 game, it said can't connect to the online servers. I don't know what's going on, mate. My Sky keeps dropping as well. I mean, with internet with Vodafone, but...
Says it all.
I think they sold my missus a promise, and I'm very dubious about it.
Yes, that doesn't sound good at all. Brownie, your pick to be out of qualifying BP has just gone fastest. 1:27.4.
My betting history is not very good, so normally when I bet against people, they tend to do well.
They excel. He's heard you because he's put himself fastest, of course on the soft tyres, but even still, BP. It's been a while since you saw him top of the timesheets. Great to see, even on the soft tyres, as Bettino puts himself in 8th. Matt has got the softs ready to go. So it looks like Matt will do a soft lap. So we've got Crazy Power invalidated. He's going around again, not to finish his lap. Or is he going to pit? No, he's going to go on.
I just want to jump in here a sec. Lennon has actually written in the comments for Fizzy to restart his game and try again.
Well, there you go, Fizz. Lennon says, yeah, try and restart the game. Crazy Power's invalidated 2 laps and now going around again on those medium tyres. He's under a bit of pressure. Championship, you're under a bit of pressure here. No time yet. 6.5 minutes to go. Jamie, of course. Jamie on soft tyres. Now that's interesting. Oh, Brown has left the session as well. And all of a sudden, I'm on my own. As Jamie goes fastest and only a 10th ahead of BP, so the Dutch lead it 1-2 here at Silverstone. You're coming round now. So BP has a little bit of pace around here. That's boding well for him. And I wonder how many more drivers will go on to the soft tyres. Hopefully Browner can rejoin. Tim Butler says, come on, Matt. Matt is going to be out there very shortly as Yule goes into 4th place on the medium tyres, and it's Dutch 1-2, Greek 3-4, British 5, Belgian 6. Yeah, so unfortunately Brown has been a few connection issues with the comms. Brown has now been disconnected as well.
I'm still here, but it now says error. This session no longer exists.
Oh,
so,
this is going great.
Oh, well, as long as you're still there, mate. I mean,
let me just see if someone can keep bumming your invites.
Yeah, I've had Jonathan Cox has sent me one, and now Slimbo sent me one.
So Jamie leaves at 5 minutes to go. And Matt out is going on soft. So we've lost Dan Murphy, of course, he crashed. We lost Lucas with a Q-ban. Slimbo out there again on the same set of medium tyres he'd done his time in. That has to be a mistake. Oh. And Fissy's joined.
I'm in. Jonathan Cox has sent me an invite. Cheers, Jonathan. Appreciate that.
Lucas has sent me an invite.
It might be needed at some point.
Yeah, thank you, Lucas, who just sent me a random invite as well. So maybe they know something that I don't.
Yeah. Maybe you're about to leave as I've joined.
Yeah. So Brown has just set up the commentary box for a while, and Fissy's gone to replace him. So Lennon, the only man yet to do a time. So 4 minutes to go. The guys currently out is Bettino, Matt, and Lennon. Slimbo out there. I can only think he's made a mistake, because he would not want to put more laps on those medium tyres.
No, it's unusual. Unusual to be putting a lot of laps in Q2 on the mediums, especially around a tyre-heavy circuit like Silverstone.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, tyre weight is a factor. Jonathan Cox going out there on soft tyres. So is Blaz. And I'm
Crazy Power's just pitting, so he's got enough time to put a set of softs on.
He's having Crazy Power having a nightmare. 3 laps and his third one counted. So yeah, he's going to go on softs, and I've got a feeling we're going to see a load of cars going out. So Jamie and BP had done their best times on the softs, and I've got a feeling we're about to see a few more. We could have a nice mix of softs and mediums right here. This is going to get very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, luckily a lot of the times have already been set on softs, so we're not, there's only going to be potentially three drivers on the mediums.
Do you have fitted or best? If you go,
currently have.
If you go
fitted.
if you go to best, just the 2 times at the moment on the soft tyres.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Well, then in that case, there's a lot of drivers who have currently fitted softs.
Yeah, there's a lot of drivers ready to do their laps on softs, and I've got a feeling we're going to get a flurry, because look at the leaderboard now is going red, red, red. Jonathan Cox out there on soft. Blaz is on flyers. Go with the Slovenian driver now. Oh, no, he's going. So he's made a mistake then, obviously early on.
Yes, Blaz is obviously backing out there, and now he's firing it up in the DRS zone.
So here goes.
A strange one there from Blaz, but it's nice to see him back racing.
Yes, Slovenian driver, out playing football last week. Can join us again this week. Flying Soz yours gone back out on soft tyres. Now, is your responding to what Jamie Wan's done? Does your want to start on the same tyres as Jamie? You're just ahead of Jamie by 2 points in the championship. I've got a feeling there's a little bit of tactics there, and Yor does not want to start on the alternate tyre to Jamie. Or to Slim, because Slim's out there on softs as well. And I wonder if IU Racing's going to respond. Navy out there on softs. They're all going for it now. It's about to get busy. Matt out there as well, and Lennon.
Lennon's not obviously set a time yet, so this is, excuse me, crucial for Lennon.
Yeah,
now,
this is.
He's really only given himself one chance, one opportunity.
A lot of pressure. Right. It's a lot of pressure to put on yourself, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it is. Especially when you can see that. Well, we've got the benefit of the map. Flying Saucer's retired from session, so's Jamie Wan.
So Flying Sauce will start on mediums. Jonathan Cox coming around now, coming into Cop's corner. The track looks a lot more rubbered in now than what it was, that's for sure, at the start of the session. Brilliant podium, first podium in the Elite League last time out in Austria. Could have won that race. Had the speed to, I think. Beautiful angle, attacking Maggots and Beckett's there. What's he done so far? Can he get ahead of the 2 Dutchmen at the top of the timesheets? Jamie just leading BP.
We've got a purple second sector from Jonathan Cox. It came out. I know we shouldn't take that as gospel according to these Codemasters graphics, but last week it seemed to work. He might get bulked here by the McLaren though. It looks very close, and McLaren gets out of the way though.
So here he comes now, 37 seconds left, this will be it, and he goes fastest by just.
Wow.
So that's looking good for Jonathan Cox. So what is everyone else doing? And it means Crazy Power on the brink, Bettino out there as well. We're on board with Navy, who's just slipping back. One-time leader of the championship is now starting to slip back. He's had a rotten run of races. He's only 35 points adrift. He needs to get himself.
Dave, sorry to cut in there. Blaz has just done a purple sector 2. He's on fastest lap now. So Blaz has just gone purple sector 2. He's run wide at Stowe. He's now coming into the Club Vale complex.
Are you racing as a man on the? Are you racing a man on the fret? Only guy on medium tyres. So here comes Blaz now, and Blaz goes into third, and the top 3 are separated by less than a tenth of a second. This is getting interesting. What about Crazy Power? In fact, it'll be Bettino next, so here comes Bettino. Can he get himself into Q3? The Brazilian driver goes 7th. Yes, he can. Could we lose TTG Navy here? So Crazy Power now over the line. Crazy Power goes 4th, and look at the top 4.
Crazy Power goes 3rd. What a lap.
Top 4 separate.
And Yor goes pole.
and smashed it. And smashed it by 0.3 of a second. The championship leader makes a big statement now. Matt, what can Matt do? Jonathan...
Navy's gone second, Dave. Navy has gone second as well.
Oh, and Slim! Oh, and look at the top three now! Now, what's going on?
Matt has backed off. Matt has backed off. He's invalidated his lap. He's calling it a day. So he's currently 12th, and he'll stay there.
And who's that? And Lennon! Lennon's
Lennon's gone up to 4th. Well, the high-pressure lap
Fourth,
as well
yeah.
for Lennon.
Wow. So, so Flying Sauce, who retired early, thinking he was safe, just
by
made
the
it
skin
in.
of his teeth. Yeah, he was lucky then.
Yet again, the times are so close. Bill and Matt, yeah, made a mistake. I saw him and Jonathan Cox running side by side down Hanger Straight, backed off. So Matt will start 13th in the midfield, 1.5 seconds off the fastest time of Slim. But those times, the top three, are incredible. And of course, all these guys, championship contenders at the front. Jonathan Cox 5th in the championship, 5th at the moment. Jamie there 6th. Did that time early on though. Harry
Welcome
said,
back Browner as well.
Oh, we got Browner back.
Half back.
Half back.
What have you only got half your face in or something?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got Crazy Power has just gone in the back of Vatino and lost a wheel at turn 1.
And
the AI, and that will put Crazy Power out.
It's put him. Oh yes, there it is. There it is. Crazy Power's out.
He's gone straight into the back of Vatino, and the AI has not done him any favours there.
That happened to me this time last year. Same track, same session.
It happens to a lot of people. And in fact, judging by them times, we have got 8 drivers going through the Q3, Dave. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
there.
Navy's out.
Navy's
has
out
binned it as well.
His AI has crashed him as well. The man who was, well, you can see the gap. He was 3rd in Q2, is now going to start 9th.
Well, this has just turned it all on its head. Wow. So Navy and they'll both starting soft. This is agonising. Crazy Power fuming in the chat.
I can imagine he would be, yeah, and I imagine Navy is as well.
Navy's going to be,
especially as Navy had a massive chance of pole position here.
Yeah, and sadly, and we've seen this happen in Super League many times. It hasn't really happened in Elite at all. It's usually been the super guys that have suffered this, but yeah, we're down to 8.
8 runners in Q3 then, ladies and gentlemen, and the glitches strike again.
The Codemasters you would have thought they would have sorted this out.
Well,
I can't imagine it's not a glitch that hasn't been reported by many people towards Codemasters.
A lot of angry comments.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I know I once tweeted them a very angry, expletive-ridden tweet when I got knocked out in Austria qualifying last season in the Super League because of the same issue. Yeah.
It's so frustrating, especially when it's no fault of your own as well.
Yes. Yeah, totally agree. Like, I can't understand how the AI can't pit when they've finished a lap.
TTG Navy's just... Go on, mate.
I was going to say, like the AI pit your car when you're racing and you pause it or whatever when you're online, they still put it in the pit lane. I can't understand why at the end of a qualifying session they can't just drive in the pit lane.
Or just
They continue to go round, some of them at full speed and some of them at half speed, and then you get this utter nonsense where cars get taken out and cars that should be fighting for pole positions are now going to start 9th, 10th and could potentially be out in the first corner.
Yeah.
And then you've wasted a whole evening, maybe even longer, weeks preparing and all that, and just for no fault of your own, for a stupid glitch on a game that in 2020 should be non-existent.
Yeah, why can't the AIs ghost when they check the flags out? Ghost,
something like that. Yeah, I mean, they can. It's quite easily able to ghost if they crash in a race, or if you go AI, you can make sure the AIs are ghosted or when they're lapped, but they can't do it in qualifying. It's strange.
Crazy Power's not happy in chat. He's written some Italian swears, which I can't pronounce, but he's not happy. And TTG Navy said, "I'm selling this game for £1 any takers." Yeah, they're both.
I'd want change.
Yeah, yeah, they are both not impressed at all. Shout outs for Blaz, who's made Q3. It's rare you see Blaz in Q3. There is a Slovenian BP as well. A welcome return to Q3 for him as well. It's been a long time. So, and Flying Soz, of course. But in terms of pole position, this has got to be either your Slim or Jamie, I would say. I don't know about you boys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a bit thrown actually, to be honest. The AI
Okay.
glitch has really sort of like, it's bugged me. It's really irked me. I feel
Yeah,
for
I agree.
You know, I feel for the guys, and yeah, as Flying Soz really sideways on the exit.
Yeah, out of cops there. Yeah, I thought he was going to go. That's exactly how Dan Murphy, in fact, went.
So yeah, I guess Flying Soz is going to obviously set the first lap time of the session. So he will put himself on provisional pole, maybe probably all for 10 seconds, because Slim isn't that far behind him.
And Slim's gone. I thought I just saw Slim go purple. So this, as you said in the Alfa Romeo for Flying Soz, a welcome return back from his holidays. Again, I said, do not rule this man out of a championship hunt. He's been at the front end all season when he's been racing. And of course, 26.7, that's his fastest time so far. What can Slim respond with? Oh, it's a 26.6. He's by 1/10, mind you. Here comes Yor. Yor goes third, and the top three are separated by 0.2 of a second. It's beautifully set up. Who's next? Who's that pitting? Looks like Jonathan.
Jonathan Cox, yeah. I think he's invalidated his lap, so he's decided to save the tyres and go straight back in the pit lane. BP also invalidated his lap, so I don't know if he's going to go again or if he's going to pit himself.
BP did that twice in Q1 as well, so BP's struggling. He may pick up some penalties.
Lennon is the next driver on a fast lap. He's just gone round Cops and he's just heading towards Maggots and Beckett's now.
This is a wonderful sequence of corners. I was saying earlier, and Fissy can vouch for this, if you ever get to Silverstone in real life, to stand there and watch any motorsport and any vehicles go through there flat out is an absolute joy to watch, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's a proper commitment series of corners, an old school sort of series of corners.
And just seeing the way the cars just turn and it changed direction so in the blink of an eye at that speed, the raw downforce is just incredible to see it in front of your eyes. Honestly, when we sat there for practice in the F1 for practice 2,
yeah, I mean, the first time I went to Formula 1, the first time I went there was obviously 2009, and I think F1's changed a lot in them 12 years. I think in 09 it was more about the noise.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But I think now the speed that they can take through them corners, I mean the last time I went was 2017. And yeah, the speed they can take at them corners, they're just incredible cars.
Yeah, I remember when me and you went to the test session and we're even sitting at Luffield and Woodcote. Brilliant to see the cars. Just I know it's not the fastest part of the track by any means, but it was just amazing to watch them. Just watching how these cars work into aerodynamically, the change of direction, the raw
speed. That's what I was going to say. It's the change of direction which is just the most frightening part. Is just the fact that they can just It makes you lose your words. And I'm sure anyone that's seen Formula 1 up close at a circuit anywhere in the world, where there's a quick corner, will probably, will agree with us. It's just so eye-opening.
Yeah, and I'm sure people who have stood at Rouge and watched F1 cars. I haven't had the pleasure of doing that, but Rouge must be an incredible place to watch F1 cars go up and down that hill. Well, not down,
Jamie
obviously.
One invalidated his lap time, by the way, Dave, and he's pitted as well. So,
so
4 drivers then, 4 drivers in the pits, and it looks like all 4 of them invalidated their lap time, so they're saving themselves. And the 4 guys that have set a time.
And Slimbo and Soz are separated by 0.04 of a second. So Flying Soz has got himself. In fact, both Alphas in the top 4, and they are not one of the many teams involved in the incredibly close constructors battle at the moment. Navy says.
Navy says.
Sorry, there's so much going on. I'll get back to that in a minute, because the Constructors' Championship, by the way, for those who don't know, Mercedes are currently now Mercedes were last after the first 4 races. They are now top after 10. Only 139 points. Williams a second, 6 points adrift. Renault a third, 8 points adrift. Joint with McLaren in fourth, 8 points adrift.
Sorry to interrupt you there, mate. Did you say 139 points for the leaders?
Yes, in constructors, yeah.
Just says a lot for this league. That we're at what, round 10 are we
10,
now?
yeah, nearly halfway.
Round 10, and we're 139 points. Such a small amount of points.
It's tiny. Yeah,
it is.
139, 133, 131, 131. Fifth Toro Rosso 100. Red Bull 91. It's incredibly close.
As we've got an Alfa Romeo going out on circuit, and I imagine it is Flying Sauce is going back out again.
So he's going early. 4 minutes to go, and it is Flying Sauce. Rick Hillman says BP's going to win. The BP Army out there. I haven't seen 1, 2, 3 Verstappen 1, 2, 3 yet in the comments. But the BP Army, Rick Hillman. So yeah, BP having a great return to form. He was way off the pace by his standards in Austria. He admitted himself he's struggling a little bit this season. The competition, the bar has been raised, but it's great to see him there currently in 6th place. So Flying Soz out there at the moment. Could be with a chance of pole position. Tough one to call though.
It is a tough one to call, yeah. I'm surprised Flying Sauce has gone out so early.
Yeah, it's just track will not be at its best now.
Yeah, maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe he's got enough fuel for 2 runs in case of the older invalidation on the first one, and he's just brought himself that little bit of time, which isn't a bad strategy, to be fair.
No, it's not. They risk he can run is coming into traffic with cars on their outlaps while he's on his flyer. Flying Soz currently 11th, 66 points adrift. Has won a race this season. Again, he has got the pace definitely not to be ruled out of a championship conversation just yet. Especially if he can get a big result here. Of course, no Jacob, third in the championship. He was only 17 points adrift. He's on holiday. And the top 7 are separated by 50 points. And of course, sadly, no Coandi after his heroics in Austria last time out. Sadly, as he said last week, can't make every race, which is a real shame. But
it is a shame, yeah. He's the races I've watched this year. He's obviously still got that incredible turn of speed that we all knew Andy had. And it's a shame he can't make it, because I think if he was in there and if he could make more races, he'd be in the championship hunt.
Absolutely, he's definitely a driver to me that he's going to play a wild card this season, especially in the championship run. He's going to be up there taking points off the big boys, no doubt about it. And he's going to be a guy to beat.
Flying Sauce has just gone purple, Dave. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yes,
mate. He's gone purple, sector 1. So he is really on it. So yeah, this could be a fantastic lap for Flying Sauce.
Down the old national straight now into Cop's corner. How attacking will he go? Yeah, just glances the curb on the exit now through Magnus and Beckett, so you get this pinpoint. Even on this game, it feels so good to get that fantastic camera shot as he kicks up the dirt. And in the middle of Beckett, it looks like he was about to go. He controlled it well. What second sector? He's purple again. Down the hanger straight he comes now. Can Flying Sauce get himself into provisional pole position down to Stowe? It's so easy to invalidate and run wide. Missed the curb a little bit on the inside. Oh, a perfect exit though for Flying Sauce. Now it's this tricky little final sector. He comes so off camera, so easy to lose the rear, but Flying Sauce looks perfectly balanced. The car is planted and Flying Sauce improves, but by not enough. Wow.
Not enough indeed.
And that's him done.
Slimbo is just going around Cops. So Slim is going to be the next man to set a time as Lennon gets out of his way, and he's through the Maggots and Beckett section. Now, a bit of traffic, a couple of yellow flags waving. It looks like it's one of the Williams cars.
Yeah, it's Jamie, I think.
It's Jamie. Slim goes purple.
Talk us through this lap.
Slim is currently improving on his own provisional pole time as he goes round Stowe corner now. Good exit. Jamie keeps well out of the way on the left-hand side. Very good apex there through the left, and then the quick right-hander puts the power down. Hits the curb, goes across the line, and he goes. Oh, wow, 1.5 tenths faster than he did before, and I think that's Slim in a groove now.
Yeah, could be two poles in a row for Slim.
Can't see that being beaten as we've got
you're fastest. Sorry. Oh yeah. Leonard. His flying saucer's ghost, in fact, has binned it as well. Blaz is done. Good effort from Blaz, but yours fastest in Sector 1. In fact, great effort from Blaz. Blaz only 4
just about to
tenths
say,
off.
yeah, Blaz 4th after a week away.
BP up to 5th. BP only 6 tenths off, an incredible time by Slim. So BP, good effort from him as well. Can he hold that 5th place? Yor is purple, middle sector by 2 tenths of a second. Is Yor about to come up to the front row? Can he get pole position? The championship leader, of course, Jamie isn't far behind him, so we'll cut to him shortly, and Jonathan Cox as well. But here comes Yor, the Greek driver, getting late on the brakes. The discs are glowing. He's pushing to the limit. Round the last corner he comes. Can Yor put himself in the front row? He does, and he goes fastest by 200ths of a second. The championship leader, and Jamie's invalidated his lap. Wow.
Jamie's invalidated. Jonathan Cox just going around the final corner now, and he goes 4th.
Good
Jonathan
effort.
Cox gone up to 4th, so he split the flying sauce Blaz 2nd row. So,
and Lennon's the last man then. So Jamie, 2 points behind Yor, and the championship will start 8th. What can Lennon do? Can Lennon improve up? Yes, he can, to 5th place. And the top 5 are separated by 4 tenths, or the top 6 are separated by 4 tenths of a second. But Yor grabs pole position at the British Grand Prix by 200ths of a second, and that was a lot closer than I was expecting.
I didn't see Slim's time being beaten, to be honest. That's an incredible lap by Yor in the Renault. Yeah, very close, very tight. I thought Slim had checked out and got that pole position, but obviously not. And Yor's gone fastest, so it's a great grid. It's shaping up to be an exciting Grand Prix.
And yet again, Lennon finds himself in the top 5 for the 2nd race in a row. And Jonathan Cox, who's got a taste of the podium now, he got his first one last time out, has a fantastic shot of doing it again. But this is going to be a close race. Good shout for Blaz and BP as well. Great job by those two, the Slovenian and the Dutch driver. But we have an exciting grid. Of course, Jamie's going to come through. And what can the Super League boys of Bilton, Matt and Ross do as well? There is your grid. Greece, Britain, Greece, Italia, England, Slovenia, Dutch, double Dutch in 7th and 8th. Well, if you had to pick a winner, you two, it's a tough one. Whose name would you pull out the hat?
Oh, Browner, I'll let you go first. You've analysed this session.
I what this session?
Analysed it. You've analysed it. Me and Dave have spoke a lot. You've just been sat in the background, so you've analysed the session, alright?
I don't know. With the last lap that you're done, I'd like to see him come out on top on this. I'm not biased towards Renault, but there we are.
This is set up to be. Of course, penalties again could have a major bearing on what happens in this race.
And they could do, yeah. In the chat, Jonathan Cox is the first time he's been in the 26s. He's happy with that. So yeah, fair play, Jonathan Cox. You should be happy with that. And Lennon has said, about time could near the top guys in quali. I assume he means about time I got near the top guys in quali.
I think that's a safe assumption.
Yeah.
Fantastic stuff. I think it's dry for the race.
Guys, I'm in a Ferrari.
Oh no.
Because I joined late. I'm actually in a Ferrari.
Oh no. Right, you have to... Oh no. Okay, Fissy, well, you can take us down a formation lap of the track. And then
I'll take you around a lap of Silverstone, shall I?
And then retire. Can you pit after the formation lap?
No, because the car will take control, won't it?
Oh boy.
This is brilliant.
Hey, so...
Roscoe will be looking behind him now going, what the hell is going on here?
So
hi, Ross.
So Fissy's having his I'll quickly go through the grid, and as soon as the lights go out, Fissy, watch them all go and retire out the session as quick as possible. Well, they'll probably cause a safety car now in this game.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, I might actually cause some drama in this race. Guys, if you can hear me, I apologise. I don't mean to be in the race. I joined late. But there's not much I can do about it now. So
I've noticed how you are taking this formation lap very seriously, though.
Got it, man. It's not the league I race in.
Right. So you're the championship leader. pole position for the Greek driver. Just has a 2-point lead, sorry, over Jamie Wan. Slimbo is second after his fantastic win last time out in Austria, his first time in nearly 2 seasons. Can he kick on? Another win would really put him right in the mix in the championship. Third place Flying Soz, just 66 points off a championship lead. He is back from his holidays and back at the front of the field. Jonathan Cox, first podium in last time out in Austria. He's only 50 points off the championship lead. Could be a little sneaky mid-season contention for him. Lennon, top 5 again for Lennon. Can he have the clean race? He's only got 14 points, a clean race, and I could see him contend for a podium as well. Blaz, best qualifier of the season so far for Slovenian driver. 24 points so far, looking to improve there. BP, best qualifying in a long time. He's in that massive midfield tussle. 36 points at the moment. Jamie, 2 points off a championship lead there. Will start in 8th. Navy, 9th. Navy's only 45 off the championship lead. Crazy Power, 10th place. Bettino, the Brazilian driver on the medium tyres, 11th. RU Racing, 12th. Belter Matt, Super League driver, and a one-off here at the front of the Super League field. Now finds himself right in the mix on the soft tyres. Dan Murphy, 5th in the championship, also on soft tyres there in 14th. Lucas is in 15th place. Then Nolsey, 16th. Roscoe in 17th. And the final official runner, because Fissy won a prize to do the formation lap in Elite, and he's done it. And he won.
I'm so happy.
There we go. The lights are on.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the first lap slowly and just retire in the pit lane at the end of the first lap.
You're a good man. You're a good man. You may be 4th by the end of this first lap. The 5 lights are on and it's go! So what start is it from your? It's a good start. Can Slimbo get alongside the tier 1? Jonathan Cox has made a place on Flying Soso. That's the big news there. Are they all going to make it through? It looks like they are. Oh, look at that spinner. Oh, big crash in the background. Oh, and it's Team Vittino and Nosey. The Hasses have gone. And Lucas has got a 5-second penalty for a severe crash, and safety car is out. Matt, I think, was involved in that as well. Roscoe's up to 12th. Matt's got all his car intact, but he hasn't. Lucas has lost his whole front wing. Safety car's going to save him. Fissy, your 16th, mate. What did you see of that incident at the start?
Not much, mate. I backed right out. I didn't want to get involved. You know, I've kept out of it. So there's no one in Elite Chat can say who's that interloper in the back in the red Ferrari.
Yeah, but concerningly, Lucas, 5-second penalty for a severe collision and no front wing. Looks like Matt's unscathed. Poor Vittino and Nolsey, the 2 Hasses who have been struck down with coronavirus this weekend, are now both out of the start of the race. So a disaster for them. They're the Alphas.
Nolsey's still in, is he not?
No, Nolsey's out.
Well?
No, Nolsey.
Wow.
Both Hasses went. We caught the tail end of it.
Fizzy. Before you retire, are you able to try and send me an invite so I can actually watch the live stream?
Oh yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Harry's commented Fizzy for the win, so I don't know if you want to try and continue.
Nolsey not happy Elite Chat. I wonder if Nolsey can let us know what happened. Now BP's just passed Blaz. In fact, Blaz is pitting. So Blaz pits. Is he going to get rid of his soft tyres? Let's see what tyres they're on. So
the problem is, I've been trying to invite you, Browner, and the car's missed the pit lane, and I'm carrying on.
Well, the good thing is the safety car's out, so if you retire, it shouldn't make a difference.
Yeah, I could retire on circuit in a minute, but I'm trying to invite friends with us. Yeah.
Blaz pits, it's no front wing change, it's just straight medium tyres. Lucas is serving his 5-second penalty and a new front wing and mediums for Lucas. Lucas gets a reprieve then. So you're from Slim, from Jonathan Cox. By the way, Flying Soz was the only driver in the top 10 of medium tyres. That's why he went backwards. And do you know what? I think he let Lennon go at the start. Lennon be on the softer tyre. BP up there in 6th place. There's Jamie up to 7th. Navy 8th. Crazy Power Knife. Dan Murphy. Fantastic start by him. And there's Roscoe on his Elite League debut. The Super League driver is ahead of RU Racing. So there's some good company there as well. So a fantastic start. Let's see how many position changes. Up 6 for Roscoe. Up 4 for Dan Murphy. Up 4 for Fissy.
I'm going well here.
Going very well. Have you pulled?
I mean,
Have you?
what a prize to win. Buzzing to be on the grid with these guys. You know, some of the biggest names in esports. And built on that.
As a Brown is in, so we're up to a full quota. Someone just picked up a 5-second penalty.
It was me.
Oh,
it was me.
Going out in style.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull over here.
So your leads the pack round. This by the way, this is great news. Great news for the. It should be okay.
There we go.
So great news for the guys on softs. This will extend their tyres a little bit more, which is good news, and it may stretch them to softs and mediums. I'm not sure what's the tyre choices around it. Who's that pitting? Sorry, Fist, before I come to you, someone's pitting in, and I think it's Jamie 1. Now, is he going to hard and trying to go to the end of the race? Interesting call here for Jamie. Now, is it a front wing change? What is happening here? The second in the championship, just 2 points off fuel, and he's going to go to the back of the field. We've got 15 runners, and his pit crew aren't ready for him.
He's put the mediums in. He's gone mediums. It's a free stop, though, isn't it? It's a free stop.
It is a free stop.
If he can get 15 to 18 laps on these mediums and then pit to softs.
I think it was Baku or China that Jamie won from a fantastic strategy pit call very similar to this. I think it was Baku, and Jamie won by doing exactly this under the safety car. Of course, his Williams of course he couldn't pit first time round because Blaz was in the pits. So has Jamie pulled a bit of a masterstroke there? However, he's got a whole load of traffic to pass, as the safety car should be in this lap. As in the comments, Marcus Smith, that's PB, not BP, says Matt to win. Nice to see Matt on the softs. Knowlesy says out first corner, and safety car called it, Dave. And Splinter Hakens, sorry if I said that, pronounced that wrong, says BP Army are in, and BP is up into 6th place. And looking good. So let's go to the tyres. What tyres are they all on then? That's not the one that stops. There are your stops, by the way. Blaz, Lucas and Jamie. Williams could be done. But soft tyres for the first 4. BP could put Flying Sods under a bit of pressure at the start on the softer compound. Flying Sods. This safety car would not have helped Flying Sods one bit. It's going to put him under a lot of threat. Now, let's see, is the safety car coming in? Yes, it is.
Yes,
so we're going to go green. I don't think any penalties were picked up except for Lucas's 5-second and Fissy's penalty, but the back is bunching up. Roscoe in 10th place.
Yeah, I've been meaning to say, what a great start for Roscoe. Kept himself out of trouble, and he's well in there now with a shout at getting some points on his Elite League debut.
Which would be absolutely fantastic. Safety car in, and Jonathan Cox has jumped Slim.
He's passed him. Yor is really holding him up here, and this is getting close, and Jonathan Cox is... Oh, that's naughty.
But they've passed the line. They've passed the line. Jonathan Cox can do this. Jonathan Cox has got it absolutely spot on. Jonathan Cox timed it to perfection. The line is before the final chicane. I think Sim got caught out. And BP, and Flying Sods and BP side by side. BP on the softer tyres, and Flying Sods don't make contact, or they're going to be free and fast.
Navy the other side of him. Breathe in, that was close.
And Crazy Power as well, trying to get involved as well. So Flying Sods under huge pressure on his medium tyres. Navy trying to get himself back up, but Jonathan Cox, the opportunist, realised where the safety cut, where the restart line was, and jumped Slim. Little bit of elbows, but no contact was made, and Jonathan Cox had every right to do it. Slim was caught sleeping, and now Jonathan Cox right behind Yor. Oh my word, Jonathan Cox going for the lead here. Wow, this is something. Let's try.
Yeah, Jonathan Cox has really timed this restart to perfection. He's right up behind Yor now. No DRS, of course, for the first couple of laps.
He's going for it.
Safety car restart, but he will have a fantastic run going into Stoke Corner.
Didn't fancy the move. Wise. Jonathan, I tell you what, if one thing that's improved for Jonathan Cox, it's his rashness. He's a lot more calmer and picks his...
We got a
flying sauce!
We have got a Sauber facing backwards, and he is plummeted to the back of the field.
Wow. It looks like he lost it on the grass on the exit to Stowe corner.
But I believe you're right there, Dave. Yeah, flying sauce. I think he took too much curb on the exit of Stowe, and it sent the back end round. Luckily, not to get collected by any of the field, as Blaz has picked up a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings.
Oh, contact! Blaz has hit Matt! Oh no! Blaz! Matt's out!
Retired.
And that was Blaz. And Blaz will get a penalty for that, I'm pretty sure. A virtual safety car.
A virtual safety car just to null the race while they retrieve Matt's car. Matt will be fuming.
Yeah, that was no fault of his own. We caught that. Blaz has got big front wing damage. So Blaz hit the back of Matt and spun him straight into Lucas. Did Lucas get damaged? No. But that is a massive shame for Matt on soft tyres. And he was right behind Roscoe as well. As Are You Racing, by the way, has passed... Are You Racing past Roscoe? So Are You Racing up to 9th place. But what a shame for Matt. And can Jonathan Koch catch your off guard? Harry said unlucky for Matt. Yeah, yeah, that was really unlucky for Matt. Blaz, I've got a feeling will be reported for that. Virtual safety car still out, and Jonathan Cox is hounding the back of that Renault. He's ready for the restart. Slim's dropped back 2 seconds. He'll want to make that up. And we are green. We are green.
Flag, yeah.
So this is it. Can Jonathan Cox, a little bit ragged on the exit, and Yor gets a bit of breathing space. DRS is enabled. Lucas, yeah, Blaz will be in the pits for a new front wing. Flying Soz, interestingly, spun on the medium tyres as well. So was his tyres not up to temperature in time on that restart? BP right behind the back of Lennon. I'll tell you what, BP's looking racy. He's got his fellow Dutch counterpart right behind him looking for a move. And guess who's right behind them? Of course it's Crazy Power. Never apart, are they? Never apart. There's Dan Murphy. Are You Racing? Roscoe doing a stellar job as well. Jamie Wan right behind him on the medium tyres. In fact, he's dropped back 2.5 seconds as Jamie.
I mean, just going slightly back to it, I think Ross would be confident in 10th. You know, he's obviously raced Dan Murphy, Are You Racing? You know, Lennon, Slimbo, Cox, Blaz as well. And, you know, on his day in the Super League, Ross is as quick as them guys.
Oh, so BP spun it! BP spun it on his own! Oh, what a shame for the Dutch driver!
He was right on the back of Lennon as well, so I was expecting a move and then the next coming.
Yeah, I agree. I thought BP was lining up a move, but his tyres were screaming coming through Cops, and again, just too much curb and he's gone. It was too much curb on the inside because he lost it on the exit. He didn't even get to the outside curb. In the meantime, Jonathan Cox is right behind the back of Yor. What a shame for BP. Wow, front three are separated by just over a second, and it gives Lennon a little bit of breathing space. Puts Navy up to 5th, Crazy Power up. Dan Murphy, Are You Racing? Roscoe all jump up as well. Roscoe,
Jamie's up to 10th as well.
Yeah, watch out for him, and Lucas is going with him as BP pits. Gets rid of those soft tyres, which will be burnt to a crisp after that spin. Safety car now for him is needed. And look, Jonathan Cox having to go defensive as we're joined by Matt. Matt, keep it PC. But unlucky.
No, I won't.
It was, I think Blaz outbraked him. Oh, hang on, hold that thought for a second. Jonathan Cox is right behind the back of Yor. Will he try and move into Cops? Slimbo waiting for a mistake, and there is the chasing pack. Not too far adrift at all. The top 8 are still only 4 seconds apart. Now Jonathan Cox, if he can get in DRS zone, the Hanger Straight may have a go here. Jonathan Cox has not led a race down. Yor makes a mistake. Jonathan Cox had to back off.
Jonathan Cox has ran wide as well, and Slim has got the opportunity now to go around the outside. He's going to send him the long way round as Jonathan Cox.
Oh, Slim ran the outside and through. Has he? Can he keep it? Yes, he can. Jonathan Cox pits. These softs aren't lasting at all.
Slim goes straight on.
Oh. My
He's
word.
He's lost a second and a half there to your.
And now, oh, yellow flags are out. Oh, Blaz's. Oh, Are You Racing picks up a penalty, but Jonathan Coxon will try the undercut. He'll have a clear track. There's no field spread, really. In fact, one of the BP will jump out. BP on the hard, so BP's going to the end, but he's a long way behind. So Jonathan Cox will have the clear track. Will Yaw and Slim respond? But the soft tyres are not lasting that long at all. So Yaw leads by a second. Well, in fact, look at the chasing pack behind. There's Roscoe at the background there, doing a fantastic job in 8th place, and he's re-catching Are You Racing because he is stuck behind Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy's dropped it. Dan Murphy does this about this stage when the tyres start dropping off. Dan Murphy just tends to struggle more than the others controlling tyre wear, because he's dropped back now from Crazy Pan. Are You Racing can sense an opportunity here, but Fissy, do you and Browner, do you boys think that Yaw and Slim are going to have to pit with Cox now on softer tyre, fresher tyres?
Yeah, I think they'll have to. I think they'll be watching it closely. But see how much time you can make up. Obviously, for me, the key one at the moment is Jamie 1, because Jamie 1 is only just under 9 seconds slow behind the leader.
Yeah,
so whenever he gets in front of him, he will lead the race.
And he's right behind Roscoe. So, in fact, they've gone on. They've all gone on.
They have all gone on, yeah.
So does that mean Jonathan Cox has jumped early? And will the mediums get to the end of the softs? They're only doing 8 laps as Crazy Pad was the fastest last sector of anybody. Look at this battle for the last podium place. Fantastic. Slim now losing touch. I wonder if Slim's burnt out his tyres. He's got a tendency of doing that as well. Yellow flags in sector 2. Blaz again.
Don't know what Blaz is doing at the moment, to be honest.
Oh, 10-second penalty. Blaz, you may as well bring that in if you're not going to...
I don't know if he's trying to get involved in the race here, but he seems to be going slowly, and the leaders are catching him quite rapidly.
Yeah, hopefully Blaz will... He's going about to lap, so if he's intending... And in fact, he's retired...
On the exit of Cox.
On the exit of Cox, which, if causes a safety car, will not be favourable to the guys on soft tyres right now, will favour Jamie and Lucas massively, and Jonathan Cox for that matter, but looks like we're going to be spared, so we're okay. On we go. Slim is dropping back by about a tenth of a second a lap now from Yaw and Lennon. Yeah. Oh, and Lennon made a bit of a mistake. That could give Navy a chance on the exit. DRS wide open, Lennon's going to have to go defensive. Will Navy attack it here? Yes, he does, down the inside later on the brakes. Lennon doesn't fight it too hard, doesn't want contact. Lennon will have the inside. Navy pits.
Navy pits, Slimbo pits. Yaw goes on.
Interesting gamble from Yaw. So, where will Jonathan Cox come out? That's interesting. Crazy Power in the podium places. Great to see Renault 1 and 3. A welcome return. Okay, they're off kilter with strategy, but it's great to see Lennon and Crazy Power up there. Dan Murphy, Are You Racing? And Roscoe, there he is, the McLaren driver, and he's holding up Jamie.
Slimbo is leaving the pits as Jonathan Cox is only just coming around the Club Vale complex.
Oh, Jonathan Cox is a bit further back than... I don't know actually, because it's a very, very slow exit. Jonathan Cox may do it. I think he is. This is going to be close. He has. Okay, so only 2 laps older. Jamie passes Roscoe. Oh no, Roscoe's hit Jamie! Uh-oh. Well, Jamie had to move down, and I looked from the angle I had as Roscoe just went straight in the back of him.
Well, I think Ross ran wide as well. I think there was I think they were both racing hard, and I think Ross ran wide and just caught a rear end. I don't think it was intentional. I think it was completely accidental, but it's just a shame, isn't it?
Real shame. And Jamie...
Power going for second.
He is! Crazy Power, the Italian driver on the inside of Lennon! Oh, thinks better of it, but Lennon runs wide. These soft tyres...
Yours in the pits, guys. Yours in the pits.
Your pits, yeah. And Lucas passes Ross. Now, Lucas, on this medium tyres... Of course, pitted on lap 1. Oh, Roscoe! No, he did know about the pit lane limiter, because I did tell him before the race.
Did you tell him?
I did tell him, because he races in another league with no pit assist. But
Matt, you're very quiet, by the way, mate. Struggling to hear you.
Now, for the first time since Australia in Season 2, Crazy Power leads an IRC race. Now, Jonathan Cox, will he jump Yaw? Yes, he has! Jonathan Cox does jump, that's Slim. Slim doesn't. He's closer, but doesn't pass Yaw. And Jonathan Cox, can he win his first ever Elite League race? No driver in this field has won more than 2 races this season. And by the way, Dan Murphy's right behind Crazy Power. He's closed up 1.8 seconds. Crazy Power's made a mistake. So where's it? These soft tyres are giving them hell. It's a quick circuit, there's fast corners, and you've got screaming tyres. Has Dan Murphy looked after his tyres better than Crazy Power? Crazy Power makes a mistake. Dan Murphy could go for the lead of the race here. And he is. Crazy Power's dropped right off Dan Murphy alongside the hanger straight. This move should be done before Stowe corner, and it is. Dan Murphy leads as Jonathan Cox picks up a penalty.
Jonathan Cox with a
And
penalty.
Slim.
That could be crucial.
And Murphy pits. Crazy Power pits. Are you racing? Pits. The undercut's big round here, but so's the tyre drop off. And Lucas will lead the race. Another different leader. This race getting flipped on its head. And look at this. Jonathan Cox has got Yaw and Slimbo right behind us. So the battle for the net lead resumes. However, Yaw doesn't have a penalty compared to these two.
So Flying Sauce has gone up to second. Jamie won his third. Jonathan Cox will inherit fourth. Your Slimbo, wow.
And there they are. And Navy has jumped Lennon. Navy's jumped Lennon. And now he is free to get on the back of those 3 ahead of him. All these boys are in championship battles. Jamie will be absolutely gutted. 3rd place, but on yet to stop. Nor is Flying Sods. That's a Flying Sods' original medium tyres. Lucas has stopped for these tyres. Interesting. I can't see the mediums going all the way to the end, mind you.
No.
Not with the amount of laps that the Sauce managed to do.
I cannot see it, especially the tyre drop-off seems bigger than most tracks at the moment. Dan Murphy jumping Crazy Power, of course. Are you racing? They're 11th. Roscoe 12th. There's a lot to happen in this race still. Jonathan Cox is on the oldest tyres out there, and they're dropping off quickly. And Navy picks a penalty, so Yaw hasn't got one yet. Is in the best position here, and he is right behind the back of Jonathan Cox. So Slim's right behind him, and I think Slim may think about a go. If Slim wants to win this race, he's going to have to pass Yaw. Oh, they're close. They are close, and they are catching Jamie 1. You're going defensive. How are you two going to call this one? What do we reckon?
I couldn't call it at the moment, to be honest, Dave. I think there's going to be a lot more attrition in this race. I feel there's a couple more incidents and a potential for another safety car, as Yaw is right behind Jonathan Cox now.
Yeah, Jonathan Cox struggling in that sector 1. Oh, and Slim! Oh, locked up the brakes and he went straight into the back of Yaw. That was close. And the championship leader, he does not want to get involved
on the exit there.
Yeah, that was a little bit off kilter there. Now
the
DRS
problem is
open.
now for Jonathan Cox is you're going to have 2 cars behind you with DRS. He is
And
a
yours-
sitting duck down that straight as Yaw's gone up the inside contact.
Oh,
Sideways, he spun.
Oh! Was there any damage? Was there any damage to Yaw?
I don't think so.
I think so.
There's no damage at all to Yaw's Renault, but that, well, yeah, I think you're going to have to be a clever man to send one up the inside of Jonathan Cox at that corner.
Yep, I thought, well, we've seen Yaw this season make some very aggressive moves. I don't know, I need to see different angles. From that angle, look like Yaw needs to get out of that because the corner pinches there.
The problem for Jonathan Cox is he's sort of disposed of Yaw, but now he's got Slim alongside him going down the hanging straight.
Gone.
And the move is done. The move is done before we've even got to Stowe corner. DRS, massive advantage down that straight. And Slim runs wide on the exit of Stowe. He's up to 4th though. As Jonathan Cox pits, so maybe he got damage.
Oh,
That is unusual.
This is Slim's chance. Now Yaw is gone. Of course, Slim has that penalty. He'll be going like the clappers to get away. Flying Soz also in the pits. Onto soft tyres. They're not going to do 12 laps. Well, actually, no, they could. That stretch.
It'll be a stretch towards the end.
Needs a safety car. Lennon picks up a penalty, and he's right behind the back of Yaw, who is going to have scrubbed tyres after that little spin. Who's that in the background?
Jonathan Cox is on the
Jonathan
mediums.
and a wing change.
It was a wing change, was it? I didn't see that. But he's now plumb last. What a shame for Jonathan Cox.
Roscoe right behind the back of Flying Soz, who's just come out ahead of him on the soft tyres. So, Lucas leads. He would surely have to pit again, as does Jamie, because Jamie hasn't pitted. So, Slimbo is the net leader, but he's been caught by Navy. The gap is now, and there is Navy. TTG Navy is playing himself into this, and I think you're still within 3 seconds of Slim, isn't he? No, he's just out.
3.2, about 3.2, 3.3, yeah. Navy's 1.7 behind Slimbo, and yours a further 1.7 behind Navy. So yeah, about 3.3, 3.4 seconds behind Slimbo. So yeah, you're still in with a chance of this race.
But however, he's bringing Lennon, Crazy Power, and Dan Murphy with him. They're all in the DRS. He is dragging a little trail along with him. Yor does not need this. He does not need these little spins, these little tussles. He's a championship leader. Of course, Slim is only 36 points off the championship lead. If he was to win here, he would put himself right in the mix. So, this is, as Fitzy said, this has got plenty of legs left in it. This has got plenty of drama. Lennon, in fact, no, Crazy Power and Dan Murphy it is. An absolutely almighty tussle. RU Racing is starting to catch him as well, and Flying Soz on his soft tyres is going to come through, so they're going to close up. Roscoe just out the points. He'll be just hoping for one more retirement. A man who has won the Super League this season, doing a nice job there in 11th place.
Oh, Slimbo wide, kicking up the dirt then on the exit of Luffield.
And still being caught.
Down the old national pit straight, yeah. He only lost a couple of attempts though, which is surprising because on my screen I was on board with him and he looked like he really run wide and was going to lose about a second or second and a half. So,
but it's put Navy within 3 attempts of DRS. Crucially, by the way, Lucas doing a stellar job. Now, can he get? I'm not going to jinx him. I did it in Hungary. I did it in Bahrain this year. He's been so close to his first ever win. Belgium last year, Hungary last year, Bahrain this year. He's been so, not Bahrain, it was Baku this year, so close to his first ever Elite League win. If he doesn't have to stop again, he's in prime position. But I just cannot see those mediums doing 25 odd laps.
I mean, if he can get them mediums to do 25 laps, that's genius driving.
My fingers are crossed for him. I'd love to see another new winner in IRC Elite. Flying Soz fastest lap, that's no surprise. So Slim has now got the gap's 1.1. Navy is coming. So TCG Navy, who's come, his AI crashed him out in qualifying. He's come alive, and he can sense a possible win here, which I didn't see coming at all, to be honest.
Just Lucas and Jamie, obviously they both pitted on lap 1 and lap 2.
No, Jamie hasn't stopped yet.
Jamie has? He's got 13 lap old tyres. He's got 13 lap old tyres. He pitted on lap 2 or 3.
Oh, lap 2, yeah, and he'd had that spin, of course, yes. Oh.
Yeah, so he had the spin, but yeah, his tyres. Now the gap has stabilised between first, second and third, and it's been the same for a couple of laps now. Do you think Lucas and Jamie are just settling for the points, and they're just sort of easing themselves to the, they're well in control of this race?
Hold that, Lucas Pitts.
Well, that's
and that was that.
And that was that. Well, I thought I'd been intelligent then, but obviously not.
So Lucas will put softs on. Lucas done a good job to recover. That safety car has helped him, no doubt about it. But 5 seconds stop go, of course. 5 seconds stop go. Oh, we are really, we're really proper jinxing him today. Oh, down the order he goes. The field spread is pretty minimal around here, so he will drop like a stone. Flying Soz and even Roscoe may pick him off as well. So from top to bottom for Lucas.
Lennon all over the back of Yor. He'll have DRS now going down the Wellington straight.
Yeah, you'll still be reeling from that spin as well, and his tyres won't be in their best condition now. They'll be slightly flat spotted. Lennon could sense a podium because Jamie's still to pit. Crazy Power's dropped right back off him. Where's Crazy Power gone? He was right behind those two, so he's now fighting Dan Murphy for 6th place. Still a great outing from Crazy Power and Dan Murphy. We've got little duos everywhere. We've got Slim and Navy. We've got Yor and Lennon. Crazy Power and Dan Murphy. RU Racing and Flying Swords are closing up even. We've got some nice battles going out here, but Slim is now under serious pressure from Navy. Does Navy have penalties?
I haven't seen his name flash.
I'm seeing his name come up as Lennon now. DRS. Yor goes defensive. Lennon goes to the outside, going into Stowe corner. Yor breaks late. They're side by side going around Stowe. Lennon running wide and through.
And Dan Murphy passes Crazy Power as well. Oh! Is he? He's done it. Lennon's done it. Yes! And Crazy Power and Dan Murphy side by side. And both Renaults lose places in the same corners.
I can confirm that Navy has 3 seconds of penalties due to corner cutting.
Oh, so Slimbo and Navy are on the same penalties then. And they are now starting to catch Jamie. I wonder if Jamie's tyres are dropping off. So Yor behind Lennon, and Yor hasn't got a penalty, but in fact, has Lennon got a penalty yet? Can Lennon be in a chance in this race?
Lennon's gone ultra defensive because although he's overtaken Yor, pretty much another DRS zone straight away, and Lennon's gone ultra defensive. But luckily Yor thinks better of it. Same with Crazy Power. He's not sent one up the inside of Dan Murphy.
Renault's are right in the mix of battles. If you could just check Lennon's penalties, I have not seen his name pop
on
up.
that at the minute. So far he's at 3 seconds.
Oh, so Yor
also for track limits.
Oh, what a shame. So Lennon just needs to keep. Yor just needs to keep his head. Championship leader. Jamie will have to pit. Jamie will sink back to the back of the field, probably behind Lucas, and could be out the points. As Dan Murphy made a mistake out of Beckett's, and Crazy Power may sense an opportunity here. In fact, Dan Murphy going very defensive.
Went to the inside.
Oh, Flying Soz on RU Racing. Softer tyres for Flying Soz as he recovers back through the field. RU Racing is not going to bother fighting. Now, RU Racing has not scored points since Australia. This will be a welcome return to the points for RU Racing. It's still so close. The deficits are tiny behind Jamie. Slim. The field from Slim down to RU Racing is extremely close. They're all under 10 seconds. One errors and penalties could really be costly. It's Lucas that's the fastest lap. Right behind Roscoe, there is Lucas.
It won't mean much for Lucas at the moment though until he gets in them points paying positions.
I just want Roscoe to score points.
He could deny.
But Ross has a 3-second penalty though, so...
Yeah, and Lucas is clean of penalties now. He took his 5 seconds in the pits. Roscoe, I don't think will fight Lucas too hard. There's BP in the background. That spin for BP really cost him. He could have been in the mix as well. So Slim, has that gap measured to Navy now, you just feel? It's just staying at half a second.
I'm not sure. I mean, looking at the settings, you know, Navy's got a lot more ERS available. He's in overtake mode. Slim's only in medium. So we've got a yellow flag. There's a McLaren off. It's Ross.
Oh, it's
Ross is
Roscoe.
off at Cops. Ross is off, and he's retiring. I imagine that is Ross going to retire.
That's a harsh penalty.
It is a little bit, yeah, for running wide.
What a shame for Ross. Another 10 seconds, yeah. I think he's just looking for the safest place to park the car, and he's found it. Imagine if that brought out a safety car. In fact, in fact, the game has said no. You're going to retire here. So we're down to 12 runners. More retirements than what I thought would get around here, actually. Roscoe's AI deciding to park it in a nice, safe place.
That's also a Q3 ban for Roscoe next week for retiring on track. And physio, apparently.
I mean, you know, let's you know, Matt didn't get a chance to shine, if I'm honest, in this race. But you know, I didn't see much of qualifying either. I know he went out obviously in Q1. Did he go out in Q1, Matt?
Q2,
yeah. So I mean, obviously, yeah, it didn't. Navy penalty. Wow.
Oh, that's 3 more than Slim now. So now Navy's going to have to go for it.
Now Navy is going to have to get past Slim and build up a bit of a lead over him. Gap to the leader now 5.4 seconds. Surely Jamie's not thinking about going to the end.
Well,
on them tyres.
He's not really been caught. He's not been caught. I tell you what, if Jamie wins this for pitting on lap 2, Lucas will be kicking himself for pitting. Because that could have been Lucas. Jamie, 2 points behind. You're in the championship. Has he pulled off a master stroke? I don't think he's got many penalties either. So.
He's done 1 or 2. I mean, yeah. I mean, the gap's coming down. Don't get me wrong, but it's only coming down slowly. I think Slim's mirrors are filled with Navy. And yeah, Slim can't seem to shake Navy off, so he can't push to close the gap on Jamie. But the way it's going, we could be in for a three-way battle for the lead come the last lap.
I'd be stunned. 18 laps already on Jamie's tyres. Now, Jamie said after Austria he regretted pitting late. Of course, it cost him a finish. It cost him points. Any points. Cost him the championship lead in Austria. I'm wondering if he's wary of that, and this time he's going to try and the opposite and stay out and possibly win this race. However, if he gets a puncture, it's game over.
I think he's got to now. I think he's gone too far now. You know, like Lucas obviously pitted 4 laps ago.
Yeah.
Which gives you enough time to make up the gap or at least go for fastest lap. I think Jamie now has gone too far in the Grand Prix to pit now, and I think he's just got to ride it out.
I think Flying Sauce's softs are done as well, because RU Racing is right behind the back of him again. Crazy battles everywhere. Now, let's go with Navy first. Navy is not going to try moving Slim. What about You're on Lennon? No. What about Crazy Power? No. And RU
Lennon
Racing?
Ran a bit wide though, Dave. Lennon ran a bit wide. And You're... Oh, he's
very
not close
quick
enough.
on the brakes.
Oh, very close there behind Lennon.
Jamie 4.7 ahead of Slim. If one of you guys could kindly tell me how many penalties we're playing with towards the end of this race. Lucas hasn't got any penalties. Oh, he would have had the 5-second unserved stop go, but I can't help but feel Lucas will be wishing he'd stayed out.
Lucas hasn't got the 5 seconds now, has he?
No, he hasn't. He hasn't anymore. If he had stayed out with Jamie, he would have had. He would have had to.
But Navy's really close now to Slim. He's going up the inside of him. Navy's through into second position,
but has 3 more seconds over Slim. Oh, and yours past Lennon. Oh, front wing damage for the Alpha. Oh no!
Jamie 1 is still currently penalty free.
Oh, and Navy has 6 seconds, so that gap is theoretically about 10 seconds Jamie has over Navy. Has Jamie pulled an absolute masterstroke yet again, and Navy is Lennon's struggling with front wing damage. Oh, what a... Oh, Lennon's gone! No, it's not Lennon, it's Flying Saucer's gone. He's got front wing damage. And somehow saved it in cups. Both Alphas have run into trouble. They both spun together at the same corner at the same time in China, and they've both got front wing damage at the same place at Silverstone, and it's gone horribly wrong. And Flying Sauce will have
Dave, the interesting thing now is Navy's been released from behind Slimbo, and the gap has gone down to 3.5 seconds.
Yeah. Lennon pits. If Flying Sauce pits, he's got a queue. That is a disaster for the Alphas. And Flying Sauce Alphas are going to be stacked. Oh my word, it's gone wrong for them. But it puts Dan Murphy 5th in the championship, 5th in the race. Crazy Power still can't get through. And RU Racing's been released and he's catching them both. Although he's got a few penalties. Lucas up to 8th on his soft tyres. Meanwhile at the front, Slimbo is coming with Navy. 3.5. Jamie, as it stands, would win this race and would be the first driver this season to win 3 races and would lead the championship. You're, as it stands, would finish 3rd. Slim would be 2nd on penalties. You'll be 3rd on penalties. Navy now going defensive. I've not seen Dan Murphy pick a penalty.
Now Jonathan Cox back into the points.
And there he is, 10th place, Jonathan Cox. So let him... Oh, Flying Soz.
He had to queue and he had to wait. The pit crew done their little glitch thing where they got stuck.
Oh,
so
disaster.
It's all gone wrong for the Alfa Romeo team. So close to the end as well.
Yeah, and they're on for a great haul of points.
Slimbo is going for it. Oh, he's up the inside before Stowe, and the move is done again.
Right,
they're
so
back and forth.
The problem is, it's costing them time to Jamie. It's costing them time. If Slim wants to win this race, he needs to pass Jamie and get 3 seconds ahead of him. Jamie will be absolutely rubbing his hands at this. You can't seem to reel him in. Navy is stuck right behind the back. 2 laps to go, and Jamie is about to do An incredible 23 laps on those medium tyres. Oh no, there's no Super League race tomorrow, of course, but it bodes well for you boys next week. You know what to do.
Oh, I would have forgotten by then.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think we're doing Silverstone next week. I think we're doing Hockenheim to be in line with the elite.
Ah, okay. Okay.
I think we're doing Silverstone towards the end of the season. I don't know when. That's just what I've heard.
There you go. Exclusive here, guys. Exclusive Super League news. Silverstone, due to coronavirus, Silverstone next week for the Super League has been dropped.
Mate, I might be wrong. I thought that's just what I took from the chat.
No, I think you are correct there, Fizzy.
Oh, crazy power.
He did say he
down
wanted
Murphy.
to line him back up again.
Oh, maybe another penalty.
Oh, that's going to...
drops him down to potentially 7th position now.
Yeah, that's 9 seconds, and I've not seen Dan Murphy or Crazy Power pick up penalties. That is costly and crucial for the Dutch driver. 2.3 between Slim and Jamie. It's coming down quickly, but it's not enough. And if he can get within 3 seconds of Slim, would be second. This would be frustrating for Slim. He's behind Jamie in the championship, and there is the Williams driver who has done incredible to get these lap tyres where they are. How close is he? How critical? Oh, Lennon. Oh, of course, he's now down 11th, flying up to the back of Jonathan Cox. So there's Jamie, there's Slim, there's Navy. Rule Navy out of this, he's done. Penalties are going to push him right back. Yor had that spin with Jonathan Cox in 4th place. He's set for a podium though, but he will lose the championship lead as it stands. Dan Murphy did a fantastic job there in 5th place. Yet again, another top 5 heading his way. Super consistent. Are you racing set for his first points since Australia? Crazy pass set for the top 6.
This battle for the lead is going to be on for the final lap.
Thing is, for Jamie, I can't see him fighting it.
Jamie's in. He's just changed. Jamie has just changed to 0 ERS, while Slim was at 2. So, yeah, this is...
Slim needs to pass him and get 3 seconds, doesn't he? That's the problem. He needs DRS now. And is he going to get it?
He might get it. He might get it.
Jamie's limping, and Jamie makes a mistake. Jamie's limping. Oh, and Slim may get him here. He has it. He's got to find 3 seconds on him. Jamie is in damage limitation mode. He is in recovery mode just to get to the end. Goes defensively around the outside.
Ultra defensive. Oh, Navy's there as well. This is going to be close. I said free abreast for the lead.
And here we go.
On the last lap.
Oh, this will be agonising for Slim. Now he's going to have to wait for the Wellington straight. Jamie is... Now this will help Yor. This is backing him up.
He's going to have a lunge. He's going to have a lunge, surely. Round the outside, into Village.
He'll have the inside now, though. He'll have the inside now and through. Now he's got to find 3 seconds. The problem is he won't have DRS now, will he? Jamie will have DRS back on him. This is helping Yor. This is helping Yor massively because he's got no penalties yet. Slim has to drive the lap, or half a lap now, of his life to win this race.
What could help Slim is Navy in Jamie's mirrors.
Yes.
That's the only way that Slim can win this race.
Crazy Power passes Dan Murphy on the last lap. Oh, what a shame for Dan Murphy, but great news for Crazy Power. But Slim needs... Well, he needs... Oh.
Surely.
He's through it. Oh, one. Slim is not going to do it, I don't think. But Jamie is just... It looks like he's going backwards there. Here he goes.
Got this win at the minute.
Dutch v Dutch, down the inside goes Navy. He's got so many penalties. It's going to be Slim crosses the line first, but I don't think it's enough. I think Jamie has incredibly won this race. Pitted on lap 1. Lucas will be kicking himself. He should have stayed out. Lennon penalty. Slim crosses the line, but it's Jamie who wins. And Yor and Crazy Power side by side over the line. Who's going to get 5th place?
Dan Murphy got Crazy Power again.
Wow! 4th place by 700ths of a second ahead. A fantastic racing. Navy for Lucas recovers to 7th. RU racing with penalties at 8. BP also pitted on lap 1. That spin cost him massive. Will score a couple of points. Lennon has passed Jonathan Cox.
He won't stay there though. He's moved over.
Jonathan Cox takes 10th, yeah, Lennon 11th. Wow, it went wrong for the Alphas, but Jamie takes the championship lead. For the first time since Baku, we have a new championship.
No point voting for a driver of the day today.
There were some stellar performances. I think Jamie got it to perfect, and he spun as well. Don't forget, he had he had that spin with Roscoe. Wow,
took my wing off.
So, a dramatic British Grand Prix has been won by Jamie, who is last after lap 3. As that was incredible. There's Slim. 2
No!
Well, did Jamie fool you? Did you believe for most of that race that Jamie was going to pit?
Yep. When I saw Lucas, I expected him to follow. And when I saw he didn't, I knew he was going to the end, and that's when I was pushing like hell.
The problem you had was you couldn't shake Navy.
Nope.
You left, you left. I think you left it. You know, you were so close. You left it too late to get past him. No fault of your own. You know what I mean? It's just how it was. I think that left you too much to do on the final lap. If that makes sense. So,
if we hadn't battled, it could have been a bit closer to Jamie. Man, that penalty! No, not like that. Not like that.
Well,
on track.
He's saying as well. He picked up all his penalties on the exit of Cop's Corner, frustratingly for him. What a race! So it's a podium.
Yeah, it's better than last.
You're still in the championship mix. You got to be happy with the consistency now.
Yeah, I feel like I've the most consistent I've been since ever. In the past, I've had a good race. Even when I won the championship, I wasn't there every race. I'd have my bad races, but now I feel I can be there every single race and battle for the win. The consistency will help the championship fight in the end, hopefully.
Oh, it will, mate. Yeah, the consistency will win this championship. I mean, before the race started, Dave told me the constructors, the Mercedes only had 139 points. Which is ridiculously low for round 10 in the championship. So I think consistency is going to be key to winning this.
Yeah, definitely. It's so close, especially even in the championship fight. It's different people at the front every race. Last week it was Jamie and Jonathan Cox. This time Jamie and Navy. It's like, yeah, it's just so close.
But it's going to be. Of course, Jacob loses out big time with Fior and you set yourself, Fior and Jamie on the top step. Looking like a 4-horse race. Hockenheim. How are you feeling going around there?
Hockenheim for me is a track that I don't like, but I seem to run well at. But it's going to be mad for penalties. It's basically whoever wins is going to have the least amount of penalties. That turn 1, you run a millimetre wide. That's it.
Again, penalties could be crucial.
High chance of rain there as well, isn't there? Hockenheim. High chance of rain.
So, 50 Browner, your driver of the day.
There's got to be Jamie one, just for the amount of laps he managed to put on those mediums.
I think if he didn't have the penalties, I would have said Navy after the disappointment of being knocked out of Q2 because of the AI. I think the penalties let him down and they masked his result because he obviously finished quite far down compared to where his pace should have let him. But yeah, Jamie to get 24 laps out of their medium tyres is eye-opening. I think is the expression I use. So yeah, I think they all done well again. There was a few questionable driving standards, but
yeah, it's Jonathan. Dan Murphy race which ended Jamie probably would have had it, but Jamie controlling his tyres even after that spin as well, kept his head. That was who's now won 3 races this season. Champion, I think. Hocken. Doesn't know. I think it's the first 9 rounds back-to-back laps. F2 cars as well. Never a dull moment in that 5 lappers. Random grids. Definitely watch. For Amy wins his 3rd race of the season and leads the champion. You're the back. Time, same channel. See you next week. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.